Hey everybody, Quint Lears with the National Sales and Marketing Council here at the Nationals in Las Vegas. It's a privilege, it's an honor to have John Madden, a Board of Trustee with the National Association of Home Builders. What an amazing event tonight.
It was absolutely spectacular. And honestly, this was my first Nationals to attend, and really an incredible eye-opening experience. Just every side of it was amazing.
Okay, we've been hustling, grinding. Okay, once a Marine, always a Marine, so he's still a Marine.
Hurrah.
What was harder, boot camp or tonight?
Oh, I'm gonna go with boot camp. Still,
I know, but you've been grinding.
I have, and as a trustee, no matter what, I want to make sure that the event is successful. So this evening, last year I followed your lead. You did an amazing job as far as doing the interviews. So this year, I wanted to do the best I could as new leadership, and to bring as many of those new SAM award winners and get their story out. Because what I tried to tell each one of them, I introduced myself. I said I'm a board of trustee, and we want to join your success, and that's the biggest part. And their success only breeds more success.
And not only join, but amplify.
Absolutely, and that's the whole thing. Is when other people see their success, that gets it joins that wagon of, well, they did this, surely I can do this. And and you look at the awards, and this year we had over 1,200 applications for different awards, and which is just amazing.
And 30% of them came from
Canada.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and really, it's truly a North American award ceremony, and that's what makes the Nationals so amazing.
What are some themes that you've seen within the show, within some of the gold winners? What is anything that's popped out of you this year?
To be honest, I didn't hardly see the show.
Well, no, that's because we're grinding. But
we really were. I mean, we were pushing, but to see really, and I saw a couple new things. Really, the new wave of I'm trying to explain, trying to think of it, but it's the rendering, and I mean, it's like,
virtual reality, all that stuff.
The virtual reality was absolutely astonishing, and then you see absolutely every side of the awards, and they start at the whether best furnished under 300,000, that market is there across the nation. And so that's, again, as a trustee, that's our job to get that message out to our state, to other states. Hey, you've got to apply. We've got to get more people involved, because we could really grow this to make the Nationals even better than what it is.
And more than a party, more than the rah-rah and the gold Sams, it's a training event. I want people to see the Nationals as an amazing, you could get, if you were smart, okay, you'd bring your computer and say, okay, that's the best website. Boom, take that note, look at that website, what it did. This is best design feature, email campaign, design center, floor plan in different categories. I mean, you can, in one evening, find out what the best of the best in the industry are doing and capture that.
You're 100% correct. And even as my role on the board, it's a learning experience for me every single day, and then actually to be able to be lucky enough to actually go through and see all these events and all these awards, and to see kind of what comes out, it really only makes my business better at the same time, because I'm actually able to implement a lot of that, and I was I kind of had a cheat sheet, but you're exactly right. If you were just to come and see what it takes, it puts you a leg ahead for next year.
So it's a training event. It's motivating. It is inspiring. Okay, this is a big organization. A lot of wheels are turning, a lot of gears. Let's talk about some of the people behind the scene, the sales and marketing, Ann Ladwig, Joe McGall. Talk about some of the people that are making the impact.
I'm gonna be real honest. Joe McGraw, who's our NAHB direct representative, he's really been amazing for me. I mean, frankly, because I was appointed by Rand Newell, who was absolutely amazing. He won a remarkable award of the night, and I, when he came in, and I told him, I was like, I've got to have a picture with you because you appointed me to this position. I was like, so the only reason I'm here is because of you. So I've got to have a picture with you. Plain and simple. And but our NHB staff is absolutely amazing, and what they're able to put through, and especially with what they have, and how they're able to get that through, get the message through. Not only, I mean, they're literally working with people all over the United States, and they're able to get us all, citrustic with our calls, our conference calls and whatnot, to focus us, because we're all squirrels, and we're all moving 1,000 directions, and so when I stepped in 9 months ago, and I told Joe, and I'm like, I was okay, what's first thing? And honestly, my first thing was going over your videos from last year to say, hey, let's study these and figure out what's going to be best, what we can promote for the next nationals. So that was actually my first awakening. I'd never even heard of the nationals, and that was how I got started.
That's amazing. One thing I want to tell you that I appreciate, Lisa Parrish, Team PMP, putting this, it's top flight. Okay, from the food to the music to the performers, it literally feels like we're in Hollywood and this is the Grammys. I mean, they I don't know that there would be that much a difference.
You're 100% right. I mean, I went up to them earlier, and I was like, again, as a first timer being here, and I walked in, and you see, I don't know what our attendance was, but it was massive, and I'm like, and every part of it was 100% top shelf, and I just like, you guys have done an amazing job. I mean,
And even with the family members, okay, like, people are grinding, they're working long hours, and they come here and they say, okay, I'm working on this project for the last 10 years. It has to be top flight, and it is year after year.
Every year, and that's just it. And bringing Canada in, God, I mean that's been, I mean, that was 30% of tonight.
That's huge, dude. Watch out, we got people. They're people are competing. It's really good.
It is. It's remarkable, and it truly makes that a North America competition, and to see what they were putting out as far as their submissions this evening, and their marketing, their homes, everything. It's really just pretty remarkable. And then again, yeah, with the parish, I mean, it's what they put together, how they do this. I mean, I'm really in amazement because it is, my hat is off to them. They have done a fantastic job.
Tell me about you as a person, the Marines. What's that? The years you served. Thank you for your service. How has that impacted you, and made you into the person that you are today?
Well, hey, I appreciate you thanking me. At the same time, I'm going to thank you for your service as well. I noticed earlier when we sat down and I saw you eat, and I'm like, well, I recognize that quality. And it made me laugh. As a Marine, it instilled an amazing drive. I made several mistakes in boot camp, but there was one mistake I made. I worked ahead on something, and I did something wrong. And my drill instructor said, "You know what? Good initiative, but bad judgment. Do it over again." And it was just the fact of taking that initiative, and that's one of those things that I constantly implore our younger membership. I mean, I'm 41, so I'm still a part of that theoretical younger membership, and it's the initiative. And you've got to take that initiative. You've got to get involved in councils, whether it's Builders Council, Remodelers Council, CAPS Council. There's 50 councils available that you can get involved with. That's the biggest thing. It takes the first step is get involved, and I think that's the biggest thing that probably the Marines taught me is get involved and don't look back. It just keep going for it. Other than that, It was something that was still instilled in me when I started working when I was 12 years old, and that's a family dynamic regardless. So for me personally, I'm a custom home builder. I do building and remodeling in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're small. I mean, we come out and we see these people and the products that they're pushing and the numbers that they're pushing, and I'm like, well, we just do a few. In comparison to what some of these other companies do, but again, we're learning. We're always learning. We're always trying to figure out how we can make our business better, and I think that's that drive that you have to have, especially in this business.
A couple of thank you for your service here tonight. We couldn't have done it without you.
Absolutely.
Ann Ladwig, Joe McGall, Lisa Parrish, Shane Parrish, Team PMP, and last but not least, rising star in the media industry, TJ Kausler, media expert, grinding, nonstop, relentless. Keep your eyes on TJ Kausler. He's the one to watch. We got to put him up for some kind of award. What do you think?
I think I'm 100% behind you. We're going to have to create that award because I don't know how many times I had to pull him. I'm like, hey, we got to speed this up. We got other people waiting. Come on. And
what I want you to know is that, I'm the guy on camera, but there's just dozens of people making things happen. This has been an awesome show, man, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations on being a new trustee. And how do we connect with you as a home builder?
First off, you can go to my local, which is TulsaHBA.com, or you can always find me. It's jmaddenhomes.com.
Thanks again.
Hey.
Here at the 2019 Nationals.
Thank you.
Visit thenationals.com.